Captain America chaos has broken out, and retailers surely cannot be happy. Without a doubt, they want Chris Evans back. The problem is Marvel can't give him his shield back. And what does that mean? Well, it means awkward situations, interviews that are crazy with Anthony Mackie, who is pretending not to be Captain America in latest posters. They will tell you why it's all over for Marvel unless they go back to that which works. Hello friends, hello fam, welcome back yet again. It's a great day, it's a groovy day, folks. Thank you for coming our way to somewhere sunny USA. The studio is glistening because you're listening to what we have to say. Click that like button, smash that subscribe, and you still got time. Click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. It was embarrassing, it was humiliating. And now Anthony Mackie is sharing it for the world. How interesting is this? Culture Crave says Anthony Mackie on meeting Ian McKellen. That's Sir Ian McKellen to you. For the first time while filming Avengers Doomsday, we could read it, but why not just listen to it? Here's Anthony Mackie on how that went down.
McKellen, he goes, so I go to Ian McKellen, he goes, hello, son. And I'm like, Ian McKellen, sir, you're amazing. This is amazing to work with you. He goes, so what are you doing in the film? And I'm like, I'm Captain America. And he goes, wonderful. And you deserve that. Thank you, Sir Ian. Thank you.
I feel like this is a metaphor for all of the public's reaction. And who are you again, sir? Well, of course, I play Captain America. And everybody looks and says, right. Okay. Well, good for you. I don't see how he told this story. Didn't realize that this was embarrassing, but he tells the story and doesn't understand.
Look at the media handler behind him with his mouth like, oh,
the handler's like, we shouldn't be telling this story. This doesn't sound good. Okay, so we've been talking about this. They are dedicated completely and totally to making sure everybody thinks that, Chris Evans is in the film, but hey, don't get confused. He's not Captain America. That Park Place has this hilarious Doomsday parody, Captain Shirtpants. Mocks Marvel over Chris Evans' return. By the way, here it is, and they're determined. I mean, look at this. This is Captain Shirtpants. Where is Captain America on this poster? Does anybody see? Oh, he's got wings and he's flying up here. They even know this is a huge problem. They don't want you to realize. They hide the fact that he is Captain America. He does not have his shield. This is the poster. It's amazing to me. But Captain Shirtpants is over here. So I love this, and we'll scroll down here. I'll show it to you. We can't show you the whole thing because it's got stuff in it that'll get us in trouble, but here you go. Okay, we'll play just a little bit. This is Captain Shirtpants. This is the outfit for Chris Evans, who cannot be Captain America because they can't race swap back, right? You can only race swap in one way, so you can't go back. So it's Captain Shirtpants, and they got this stuff. They've used AI to do a bunch of this. Let's see if we can get to Captain Shirtpants. Okay, we'll play this part.
This is by Huff for Congress on Twitter, on X.
So please, YouTube, don't get us.
You can still wear a shirt and pants, Captain. You just have to register.
It's got the music. So what have they done? That is not okay.
To ask.
But it's Captain Shirtpants. Spider-Man tries to steal his shirt. But this is where we are. This is even the people who are on set with Anthony Mackie don't know who he plays anymore. Nat, can they not just say, you know what? Captain America sells a lot of stuff for us. Chris, you're Captain America. Anthony, we're going to come up with something else now. Like, you could be ultimate Captain World. You're Captain World. You're Capitan Mundo. I don't care. Just anything. We cannot have you be Captain America. It's killing us. Really killing us.
Or just give justice to Falcon itself. And I mean, I guess the idea of Captain World for their world, that would be what they want anyways. And they also can't go against Sir Ian McKellen because he also is a protected member of certain communities. So,
he's gay, ladies and gentlemen.
Now. Yeah, he's a truth teller now.
Right. Excuse me, who are you and what do you do on this show? Do you think he goes up to RDJ Culture and says that? You think Ian McKellen goes up and says, Now, who are you playing this time?
No, actually, you know what? Somebody needs to create a parody based on Office Space of that interview. So what do you say you do around here?
What do you do here?
I would love to see Anthony Mackie sitting behind the table going, well, I talked to the engineers. Anyway, so, but no. So look, I mean, it was kind of, Captain World, because Captain America Brave New World was the failed film that he was in, where they tried to convert him into Captain America, which did not work.
Is that the one with Harrison Ford as Red Hulk that I sat through? That is it, right? That was last year. Okay, that was a terrible film.
Yeah,
that was a therapy film instead of a superhero film.
Well, so was the next one after that.
Instead of whatever he was playing, not Captain America, but the winged Captain America. Instead of him actually fighting the Red Hulk at the end of the film, he actually gets the daylights beat out of him by the Red Hulk, who is Harrison Ford. And then in the moment that he's about to completely lose, he says, "Wait a sec, what if we don't do this?
Oh, man.
What if we deal with your childhood trauma, Mr. Red Hulk?" And the Red Hulk's like,
right. Yeah.
Okay. I'll stop fighting you.
I just have to say this. When you used to watch old movies, they would have a thing called a log line or a tagline, and it would be something that was one sentence to sell the film. And the best that they could come up with for Captain America Brave New World was, his superpower is empathy.
I thought it was vomit inducing. Anyway, look, the film only made $400 million, $415 million if you want to be precise, and it didn't recover its budget. It lost money, as did everything else since Endgame. So, the only things that didn't were, previous X-Men, which was Deadpool and Wolverine, or something similar. It was the rated R thing that recovered a lot of damage from what was done underneath the guidance of Feige without any of the other creatives around him. You have to remember that since Johnson and Whedon and all these other minds left Marvel, they took their creativity with them. And they were now taking guidance from somebody who honestly hadn't produced the kind of creative endeavors that he was being put in charge of. And so we got a lot of the DEI, ESG, social justice kind of garbage in every single film that came out after Endgame. Even Endgame had a little of that with the A-Force moment. But this is leading into an Avengers film that I think has already been extremely compromised, and I think Captain Shirtpants is going to be like a sore thumb that they're not going to be able to get rid of.
Well, here's what's beautiful about this, Nat. In this poster, every single person, every single character is wearing, I feel like Edna Mole here, their super suit. Every single one. And then there's Chris Evans in a t-shirt, just standing there like, "Hey, who are you?" "Oh, I'm Chris Evans." "Who are you playing in the movie?" "Chris Evans." Because they can't do the race swap back. And then what they have to do with Anthony Mackie is he looks like Falcon. They made him look like Falcon, and they actually have all the Captain America stuff hidden. There's no shield, there's no symbol. The symbol is on his chest and it's angled down. Like, they know they have a huge problem here. They can't fix it because of virtue signaling in Hollywood.
I mean, it's almost like they want to hide him because he's off in the corner. Like, don't look over there. Look at the main guy who everybody knows who he is, and is as you were mentioning, they almost the only one that isn't wearing a super suit, which makes him maybe even more important because he's the one that sticks out. He's a different one.
I love it.
Just shows how important he was.
I love that.
Jonas, this poster has that triangle symbol. You want to explain why we are always looking at these new Marvel posters with the triangle in it?
Well, because they stopped doing the pyramid of people that was up slanted to one side, and they replaced it with a triangle one because they apparently also this is not a good movie poster. This I don't want to insult the guy who lost his job that actually did this, because Disney did lay off the guy who made this concept art. But the idea here is that it's supposed to be Steve Rogers, but it's also not Steve Rogers, because Steve Rogers has a high and tight haircut. He has a military haircut and no beard, but instead they have a guy in a black t-shirt, dark khakis, long hair. This guy looks like a hippie. He looks like the kind of guy that Steve Rogers wouldn't like. So it's not even Steve Rogers that he's playing in this.
And Steve Rogers or anybody, Jonas, would not show up and be like, hey, I'm ready to battle to save the entire universe. Every universe in the list of multiverses. We're going to stop the most evil man. And how are you going to do it? In a t-shirt. It looks like he stopped by Old Navy before he hit the portal.
Yep.
he
Old
holding
Navy in
yogurt?
the mid 2000s. Yes, he
Oh, yeah.
is. Yeah, because that's the only thing they have now. They have to go for that one moment. They couldn't let it be a one-off thing where they do something cool and interesting and have everybody yearning for him to pick up the hammer again. Instead, they have to say, no. All of the high notes that we played, we're going to go right back to all of them.
I don't know. I, for one, am excited about Thor having a trident.
Being a man.
Or
So wait, he took it away from Lady Thor?
maybe Thor with nunchucks.
Where is Natalie Portman? Is she not in this one?
Her biceps were too big to fit on the poster. You know, one of the greatest things we get to do each and every day is speak out and reach out to folks who don't know how entertainment works. And frankly, we think entertainment matters so much. It's why we do what we do. And you can help us send this out to even more folks. Click that like button, share, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. And wouldn't you know it, folks, we're even on Patreon. It's www.patreon.com/WDW Pro. We've got to go, but until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.